In this video, we're going to look at the loan origination vertical in Captasoft. So to get there, I go over and click on Workspace, and here I've got a number of verticals set up on my account. So I've got loan modification, and here I have loan origination. So if I click on that, that's going to take me to the loan origination section where I've got all my loan records. I can sort on any of these columns. I can search for any record using this box here. I'm going to click on Add Record, and I'm going to walk through the different sections of a loan record. So each of these blue bars is a widget. You can expand on the widget by just clicking on the blue bar. So the first one is record details. Here you can put in a loan ID. You can change this. The system will give you one by default. I can put in any tags that I want. Over here I can assign a state to it, a disposition, and I can choose who I want this record to be assigned to. So I can assign this up to five different people. So I can choose another person, and when I hit save, this record is going to then show up on their list of loan records. So to minimize this section here, I can just click this blue bar, and the next section is the borrower. Here's where we have all our borrower contact info, their name, address, email. If you've imported your contacts into the address book, you can choose this drop down here, and you can select them and it'll populate all the fields for you. If you're putting in a new client, you can check this box over here to add it to the address book, and it'll get added to the address book automatically, and that way you can use it the next time. You can just use this drop down. If you want to share the address book contact with, say, everyone, you can choose this box, or you can keep this just to your own address book if you like. Once you're done, you would hit this update button. All of the widgets have this update button, so you'd hit this to save your changes. So I'm going to minimize the borrower. The next section is the co-borrower, and that's exactly like the borrower, so we don't need to go into that one. The next section is the property, mortgage, and lender. This is a big form here where we have all the fields to capture the property address, what type of property it is, the property use, the title. If you scroll down, we've got fields for the mortgage. Are there any liens on the mortgage? What type of category? The terms. Over here is where the lender information is. Scrolling down, you have an area for mortgage 2, so if there's a second on this mortgage, and same thing over here with the lender number 2. So if I scroll back up, I can hit this bar to minimize that section. Next, we have the income, expenses, and assets. This is a DTI calculator. So if you start populating these fields here, the DTI will get calculated up here. So this is a nice handy calculator you can use. Below that, we have the status and checklist. These are common steps for a loan, and these will be available for the client to see on the client portal. So as the deal moves through this pipeline, you can check these off, and this could be set up to trigger certain events. Maybe an email will get sent to you once anything gets checked, submitted to underwriter. If here in the second section, documents and checklist, if I check this drop down here, these are common documents that are required, so you can order these and it'll fill in the date, and then as the client delivers them, you can check these off, mark them as completed. There's a few blank areas here, so you can kind of fill in your own. So I'm going to hide the checklist here by checking that, and I'm going to minimize this checklist box now. Next down is the internal notes. So here's where we can type notes. Any kind of note that I type in here, I can use these boxes over here to insert it into the notes comment field. So I'll check this notes box, and it puts the time and date stamp as well as my text. So now this is read only. So now if you have multiple people collaborating on this particular loan, each person will put in their notes and you can see who is submitting notes and at what time it is. Now these notes are not going to be visible to the client in the portal area. These are internal notes. The widget just below this, external notes, these comments are going to be visible to the client. So this is an area where you want to send the client messages, please submit driver's license, or documents, and these will be available for the client to see. Now getting towards the bottom, this is our documents section. This is where you can upload and save documents to this record. So if I just click the upload, I can attach any document. If I have a lot of documents and I want to organize them by folders, I can go ahead and type in a folder name and then start creating some hierarchy of different folders I can organize these in. The last widget is the ESign module. We can take any PDF or Word doc and turn it into an ESign document pretty easily. You just click this Add Job over here and then it'll go through the steps. There's another video on how to do the ESign, so if you're interested in that, look for that video. But for now, this is the last section of our loan origination form. So when you're all done, you would hit Save and done, and it would save your record and it would take you back into this section here and you'd see your new record. So that completes the loan origination video.